fans, how's it going? And welcome back to the 5th episode of our live stream with your fellow comrade Summary. In the previous episode, things were a little bit loud, so I am just going to reduce the music just a little bit so that it does not overpower my voice. However, yes, it has been a long time since I've gotten back into playing a campaign and playing in general, and pretty much just to have a look of what's going on in the there we go. All right, sorry, I was just getting an interference with my own voice. Hello Lucas Lemon, welcome to the live stream. And just a quick look at our entire empire, because it has been a while, so I might be a little bit rusty. And yeah, in the previous episode we kind of conquered Caledonia at Hibernia, and we just have the remnants of the Caledonoi up here in the north, but they should be able to deal with them in the next couple of turns. However, what has happened in the east is interesting, is the Swabi have declared war against us and have taken the settlement of Korea away from us. So we are going to try to push back into the Germans, and hopefully things will kick off from there on. Meanwhile, this army, Slugos 3 Averni, needs some cavalry. Let's very quickly have a look at our ledger. Economy is seeming to do quite well. However, our ledger, I'm sorry. There we go. And I am a bit rusty, as you can tell. Okay, we have Slugos Morini up here. And they are going to have to stay there for a while. Once we deal with the Caledoni, we can bring both of these armies onto the mainland in order to deal with the Germanic factions. However, we don't have any cavalry recruitment buildings over here, I believe. I think this one can. So, or no, we can't. We can only recruit cavalry, as far as I can remember, from Aquitania. Hello Petros, welcome to the live stream. Hello Roderick Richardson, welcome to the live stream. Glad to have you with us. Let's go ahead and quickly end this turn. And guys, I have been dabbling a little bit with medieval kingdoms 1212 AD in my free time, and you know, I have very less free time, honestly speaking. So I really don't want to spend that time with content creation and
merely a contribution.
And what I have been doing is experimenting with medieval kingdoms 1212 AD, and the mod is actually fantastic. Red Boy Divide et Impera mod, yes indeed, it is Divide et Impera. We are playing with the 41 unit armies, and we are playing as the Nervii, and this is in fact a continuation of my live stream as the Nervii. It has been a long time since I have continued this live stream, and honestly speaking, I haven't really played as the Nervii to a campaign completion, so I might kind of do that in this live stream. Hey No Scope, how's it been? How you go? Sorry, how's it going? And welcome to the live stream. I'm guessing that's Treasure. Could you turn on game audio down a bit? It is a bit hard to hear you. Alright, so I will do that. Let's just go ahead and sound control. We are going to turn down the master just a tad bit. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Alright, hopefully that is much better. I have turned it down, and it has been a long time. Of course, you know, I am gonna be quite rusty in the game, because I have been dabbling about with you know, medieval kingdoms 1212 AD, as I have mentioned. Blackmail and gravitas. Well, I don't want to lose gravitas for sure. And some of the characters have leveled up. We're gonna have a very quick look over here. Right. Politics wise, we're looking quite good. All of the factions are quite loyal towards us. We have really good traits as well. What we really need to do is level up some of these characters. Let's quickly go ahead, level up the Elder over here. We need some public order really badly, so let's actually get some public order over there. And then we can even improve the taxation. Meanwhile, we can get some ancillaries if they can help us out. Gravitas, cultural conversion. I'm guessing cultural conversion and public order is pretty good.
God is mother to us all.
While over here, we are gonna have to build up these settlements real quick. And what I want to do is just maintain this as a research settlement. And very quickly, we're gonna have a look over here at our research as well, since we can research in this turn. And I don't want to do any military research. However, what I could do, kind of improve in this line. I'm leaning towards that. Or I could go down this line. Interesting. Let's actually go down this line because it kind of gives public order, which is kind of what we need for the moment. And apart from that, quick look at all of the other characters that are leveled up. We have another character over here that can improve the public order as well. And as Slogos 3 Averni over here. And go ahead and get a couple of traits. Meanwhile, it is winter over here, so
You get to work.
I don't know, maybe we can just attack Korea. Should be a very easy auto-resolve. Let's go ahead and auto-resolve this, because I do remember the Suevi just kind of conquered Korea away from us. We're going to peacefully occupy because it is Gallic culture. And okay, that's great. We can get an army over here. Quick look. Okay, we want to get our blacksmith, because no, not the blacksmith, sorry. We want to get what? Okay, the shield maker. Ah yes, the blacksmith itself, because we want that melee attack rate. However, a public order is looking pretty bad in other provinces as well. What we need to do is really need to have a look at our provinces real quick. Okay, and we need to resolve the public order issues as quickly as possible. And a little bit problematic, especially over here. We need some temples, really need some temples. I don't know how I ended up in this position with 0 temples. However, we are going to have to rectify that, because if we look at our provinces, most of them are on the decline. That is actually not at all good. So we definitely want to build up some temples over here. Alright.
Ready for battle.
Okay, let's have a quick look at politics. See if any of our characters, we can level them up. And yes, we have this character over here. And go ahead and improve the authority of that character, improve the zeal of that character as well. And we can send her on a mission for that cunning. Meanwhile, this guy, where are you? Okay, I guess you are a new character, so we are just simply gonna have a look where exactly. Okay, you're still in the capital. We're gonna have a look at what is our force limit. We can't really recruit him as of yet, but for now what we can do is he has really good traits for upkeep, so let's actually get him as a general. Quick look at our faction leader, faction heir, that's pretty good. And what we want to do is also educate some characters. Let's go ahead and do that. We also want to adopt. We can't really adopt. Oh, yeah, we can. I'm sorry, I'm really rusty at the game for now, but it shouldn't take me long to get a hold of everything that's going on. I mean, some of the things are quite obvious, like the skills I want, and we are going to have to marry him off as well. Perfect. Have a look at these characters over here. We have quite a few characters, really. Politics wise, we should be admired or beloved, so we really need to up our influence as well. However, that being said and done, I think I am done with this turn, and I'm going to go ahead, end the turn, and see you all in the next turn. Figured of Russia, hello, welcome to the live stream. Salutations from France, Charon. Welcome. Live stream. I'm playing a solicit campaign. Find I have to prioritize corruption reduction.
Rome does not ask much,
Avoid going
merely a
100%.
contribution
Is there a
towards her
different playstyle
legions,
to
those
avoid it, or
trusty
is that
guarantors
always
of
how it is?
peace
So,
for all.
treasure. Won't stop asking for gifts. So what you want to do is actually build a lot of research buildings, which I believe called scriptoriums. And you also want to build a lot of your sanitation buildings because they actually give a reduction to your corruption. So that is one of the main things you want to do. And of course, characters are important in reducing corruption as well. But I think the main difference is, playing the economy in a very different fashion. If you are taxing all of your provinces, then in my opinion, in my humble opinion, you aren't playing the economy the right way. Because, you will anyways get a lot of corruption everywhere if you are not spamming research buildings and scriptoriums or sanitation buildings. And in order to do that, you really need to improve your public order in certain provinces. So, as you can see, even with the taxation turned off, my public order is suffering. And, you really can't build up all that high. So for the cavalry recruitment, we really want to build up our cavalry. Meanwhile, what was I gonna do with this guy? I guess I was just gonna culturally convert the province, or I am playing with the Timbe trade region submod, so I was actually trying to get the region from them now that I remember. Let's get some cultural conversion. And okay, perfect. Have a quick look at our spies. We have a spy up over here. We need to try to assassinate this High King. He has been assassinated. And they have another High King over here. Have a quick look at our garrison, and I believe that's over here in Temir. Okay, so it's pretty weak. I don't want to kind of leave that garrison just yet. What we are going to do is just simply attack these armies over here. We can auto-resolve this. Get rid of them real quick. Enslave. We want to move back real quick because I'm pretty sure we don't have a sizable garrison over here. It is pretty decent. However, if these guys get mercenaries, then we are in a bit of trouble. So, you know what? Let's actually hire some mercs to deny them the mercs. Because I kind of made a mistake by preemptively attacking that army. Which means these guys can hire a bunch of mercs and then attack Din Aden, and that would be problematic to say the least. However, that being said and done, okay, public order seems to be slowly improving over here. We have one dignitary over here, the other one here, another one here, perfect. Alright, I'm happy with that. Meanwhile, we are replenishing over here. I need another spy to somehow just get a line of sight of what's going on over here, because I want to liberate Uberzis and create a kind of a border between me and the Germanic factions, kind of like over here on the Rhine. Libraries in every province, yeah, exactly, no scope. Will you fight Rome, Sigurd of Russia? Definitely, that's going to be the end game. Game audio is too loud, my friend. Is it still too loud, guys? I kind of reduced it as that's what people were suggesting. However, let me kind of reduce it a bit further. Hopefully that is better. And I don't want to make it extremely silent. However, let's actually just try to get it down a little bit more. Maybe. There we go. Okay. All right. A quick look at politics once again. characters can level up. This character has a less gravitas. So let us actually use one of the characters with higher gravitas. Improve the authority as well as the zeal. This character. I remember this. Pretty annoying that you have to keep scrolling in Rome 2 Total War just to have a look at what's going on over there. Meanwhile, see if we can promote any of our characters. Can't. Ah, yes, we can improve the public order, and let's actually do that. Improve it in Gallia. Okay, fantastic. I don't want to keep spamming it, but I am going to do it for these characters pretty soon. However, I think we can go ahead and end the turn once again, and we'll have a... I think it's your mic. It's really low. That's interesting. What is up, my friend? Okay, I see what you're saying. Let's see with the mic. And go all the way over here. Mic. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, let's up the mic up a bit. And I think that should be fine for now. So hopefully that's a lot better and you guys can hear me. I agree with no scope. Absolutely. So yes, there was a setting I kind of changed because I do like to tinker around with a lot of settings. Peace treaty. They want me to pay. No, I'm not going to pay. You are going to just peace out because I have no interest in you anymore. Massalia. We are going to have to deal with the Germans. Is it better, guys? The mic. And guys, just let me know if you are interested in like, you know, watching me play, you know, Medieval Kingdoms 1280. Let's get that morale. And what else do we need? We need the movement speed, definitely, because we are going to use an increasingly mobile army. And we could attack Alice Simonis, which I believe would be the move. However, let's get our dignitary further towards Norea. And our spy, we need our spy. Where are you? You're going to take a long time to explore what's going on over there. And I really don't want to leave this undefended, but I am going to do that. Just quickly going to move back down over here. Quickly get some of this cavalry. 4 of them. Okay, we need another 4. So that will bring us up to 36. Which means we are missing 5 more units. Which are these guys. Okay, and these guys I really want to change out for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Have a look over here. Alright, perfect. Yeah, let's go ahead and just attack these guys. Get rid of these guys. Easy. And now we can move yet another army down south. We can put him on that patrol stance to kind of replenish a bit faster. Meanwhile, in Tamer, our garrison is looking a little bit better, which is kind of nice. But we still need to stay put just for a little bit more. Quick look at our provinces. Okay. Need to get rid of these guys. Slaves raiding. Building unrest. Yeah, it's definitely the building unrest. Let's actually take some of these characters and improve the public order over there. We want to improve it in Aquitania for sure. Because that is losing quite a lot of public order per turn. And build up those temples, definitely. Meanwhile, we have also built up the Veterans Hall, which means we will get access to the Belgian Cavaros. And these guys are absolutely fantastic because they have 17 melee attack and 13 melee defense. They don't have a lot of armor, so they are pretty weak, but they are really good when it comes to flanking the enemy. And they also have the scare ability, which is really, really powerful. Just subjugated Nervii as Eperas. What a coincidence. What a coincidence indeed, Acre. Let's quickly move up to... Okay, let's have a look at what... Okay, what is your population? You do have a little bit of population. So we can pretty much just attack them. I mean, I don't see any Germans here. And should be an easy auto-resolve. Let's go ahead, peacefully occupy so that we can replenish. Fantastic. And what do we have here? Is this an outpost? I believe it is. Okay, so that's great. And we can build... Let's build that up also. Fantastic. Quick look at our characters. Everything seems to be good. Our spies. We can even bring this spy back down. Get him back across. A quick look at our politics before we go ahead and end the turn. We're going to use this character real quick. Improve the authority. Improve the zeal as well. Okay, we can't improve the zeal because she doesn't have enough zeal. So, let us actually... Oh, okay, we need to do a favor, I'm guessing? Yep, that's right. So, let's actually do a... Okay, we can't... She's at maximum, so I don't know what I'm doing. So, let's actually... send her on a vacation because that's more important. And let's go ahead and end the turn. Right, so guys, let me know if you are interested in, comment down below and let me know if you are interested in, me streaming Medieval Kingdoms 1212 AD from time to time. Because I really do like the game, to be honest. We really need to kind of stabilize our realm. That's the next priority. We need to create a frontier with the Germans so that we can kind of have a good defensible position along the Rhine. And then we need to stabilize our realm, maybe get 1 or 2 more armies if we can afford to do so. And then we should be able to... Alright, you want a peace agreement, but you are asking for a lot. And I'm not going to take that peace agreement because you're at war with Rome.
You stand to gain much.
As well as you. So I'm not going to initiate any diplomatic treaties with the enemies of Rome because I want to keep Rome. I mean, one of the worst things that can happen in this campaign is if Rome catches me with my pants down, so to speak. So I definitely want to keep Rome in my good books until I am ready to focus on the Romans. Alright, welcome to the next turn. What's going on? The Lugos, have they joined the war against me? Oh, they have. Oh, that is annoying. Ugh. Right, it seems like I'm gonna be drawn into more wars with the Germans, and there's nothing much I can do about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need 4 more. Get 2 of these guys, okay. 2 of those guys. Okay, I am playing with a 40 stack army. Right, let's get back over here and recruit some of those new troops. They are Pagi class. Alright. Just gonna move closer towards Vesontio. and actually try to hire them. Alright. Move our spy across. Okay, there's nothing going on over here, which is kind of good. And we can keep moving our dignitary down over here. Or other dignitary can come over here. We can kind of use them as spies for now because we are short on spies. Meanwhile, a quick look at our provinces. Alright, we can keep moving this army further down. Move into Iboricon. And I think we have wiped out the Caledoni. Nope, they're still alive and kicking. So I just need to wait a couple of turns before I can pull this army back because I'm guessing the garrison at Tamera is still pretty weak. You know what? I'm actually happy with that level of garrison. I don't think these guys can take on that settlement. So I'm going to wait just another turn before I declare war against them. However, let's jump back into politics. Keep improving the public order of our provinces. Britannia needs some help. Let's do that. Meanwhile, we can also engage in some politics and give this character her final level of zeal. There we go. And now she should be a 10, 8, 10, and we can send her on leisure time so that she gets an extra point of cunning. However, with that, I think I'm ready to end the turn. Our dignitary over here has leveled up. And we are focusing on agricultural income. But we can also get some empire maintenance. And just a quick look to see our empire maintenance. You can see it's pretty high. It's at minus 52. However, if we go ahead and build a lot of libraries as well as sanitation buildings, that should have empire maintenance. As you can see, this river drainage gives a -1 empire maintenance. Now, if you imagine that we have a couple of economic provinces in Gallia, Britannia, we also have a food province in Narbonensis. All of the other provinces are taxed off. Raetia ad Noricum is going to be a cavalry recruitment provinces. Aquitania is actually our best cavalry recruitment province. And so we should actually recruit cavalry from there. Meanwhile, Caledonia, Hibernia, Germania Minor, and Belgica will eventually become research-based provinces. As you can see over here, if we build up our research building, we can get some further empire maintenance reduction. However, as the barbarians, you don't get that. And I'm trying to see if we can get that in any other buildings that we have over here. And that doesn't seem like we have. So our only option as the barbarians is to actually build up this building, which will give -1 empire maintenance. And we can also build the canals. That will give an extra -1 empire maintenance. And as the barbarians, you can actually stack that. So I'm going to actually do that because I will need that empire maintenance reduction. However, speaking of empire maintenance reduction, yeah, we really need to focus on this bit for now in our next research. So this also gives public order, which is kind of helpful. So we definitely want to gonna have to research that next. However, let's go ahead and end the turn and have a quick look at the chat. So I really didn't expect the Lugii to also declare war against me, and that is a bit unfortunate. And we're gonna have to really, fight decisively against the Germans, because the longer we stay at war, the more likely Rome will declare war against us, and that will not be a very good thing. Because Rome will sense a weakness, and the Roman AI is really aggressive, so we need to really quickly secure our Rhine border. After which we can kind of try to secure our eastern front against the Lugii. That is what we are going to try to do. However, the good news is one of our armies is making its way back towards the mainland. And I do like to mouse over some of my settlements during the end turn just to get a grasp of what is the public order situation if I can. And it's just one of the things you can do during the end turn since you don't have much else to do. Alright, a daughter has come of age. That is good. I'll get this character, keep him moving. And now Tamer should have a very reasonable garrison. Okay. Let's go ahead and just move out of Tamer. I am gonna deploy him into the port so that I get extra movement range. And then we can upgrade these buildings over here. Now, among the temples, this one gives more cultural conversion. However, this one gives more public order. So let's actually go for the conversion, because maybe we will need that conversion. We have 41 influence versus 12 and 7. So that's 19 versus 41, which means we will be at 66%. So we can actually just simply go for the public order. Right. Oh, Gallia, you are looking horrible indeed.
I live to serve the people of Gaul.
And we actually have a lot of public order going on over here. So what gives? What is the reason we are getting such a low public order over here? It's the buildings for sure. And the slave unrest. Definitely. So let's just quickly use a character to improve the public order in Gallia. Slow down that rebellion, if possible. Meanwhile, send this character to get her final level of cunning. Okay. We're going to keep moving our dignitaries across. And Roma has kind of declared war against the Lugii, so I guess that's good. We can just deploy over here. Keep moving our dignitaries even closer. That's interesting. My Timbe trade region submod seems to have stopped working. Let's just quickly move back down over here for that replenishment. Keep alternating between these two settlements. And we want to go up towards Atuatica if we can. We want to recruit a couple more of these guys as well. Get our spy a bit closer as well. Perfect. And I'm happy with that for this turn. So let's go ahead and end the turn. Now, originally I had intended to, fight Massalia really quickly and conquer Cisalpine Gaul, but it seems like the Romans have beat me to it, so that's going to be a bit of a problem. However, we do have a very defensible position on the other side of the Alps, so we don't really have to worry too much about, being attacked by Rome. Of course, they are going to have a lot of armies if we are attacked by them, so we have to be really careful. However, the good news is, now that I think of it, is that they are at war with the Lugios, or the Lugos. So that means they will have a better opinion of us. Interesting. Alright, peace treaty with the Namnetes. You're at war with Rome. I'm not interested in a peace treaty with you. Alright, agrarian yield. We have a lot of food, so we don't really need the agrarian yield. Raw material, wealth from industry, commerce. Let's actually get the wealth from commerce. Perfect. This army is nearly done. Fully replenishing. Let's move him down south. Select the entire army, upgrade the attack rate. Meanwhile, we can do the same with this army. We're going to move him back towards Moridunan.
Epona, watch over this traveler.
We're going to get 2 of our armies into, of course, this province over here. In the mainland. Perfect. Alright, Lemonum. Still with those public order issues.
Gaul is mother to us all.
This army has completely replenished. Perfect.
Honor, I will walk the old.
And I'm not sure if I activated my Timbe trade region submod. So, might not be able to get trade regions just as yet. Let's quickly move up here. Get some more line of sight on the Germans. Meanwhile, we can trade all of this. Move slightly. We can't reach all the way over there, so we might as well try to raid the province just for a little bit of extra gold. Perfect. And if I move out of here, then I will have some public order issues. However, what I really want to do is actually move my Reme Maripos cavalry towards this settlement. And one of the things I want to build is also, and I haven't built it, is I want to build the cavalry building, the Warhorse Ranch that gives extra speed. So definitely that's gonna have to be the next building, but I think for now what we have to prioritize is of course getting a temple over here so that we can deal with that public order issue. Alright, perfect. Have a look at some of our characters. We're gonna keep improving the public order of Aquitania. Slowly but surely get the public order up and running. And once we can get our armies down south over here, we can deal with this public order really easily. Let's go ahead and end the turn once again. Now you need the game audit up. Okay, lol. Okay, let's just get it up again. Alright, let's get this up and this up here. Okay, perfect. Hopefully that works. And just gonna turn off the filter. Perfect. Can you hear the game audio? Is it a lot better now? No scope. Oh, they want peace. No. We are not going to take a chance. You're incredibly hostile. And, you know, we need to create a border with you. We will peace you out eventually. But for now, what we really need to do is just release some nations and create a kind of a border with you. A decent border. Alright, definitely want the cultural subjugation. What's going on? Subversion, rally slaves. Where? They're really annoying.
Ready for battle.
Let's move this army back towards the mainland.
Thirsty for
You meanwhile keep marching yourself down there. You're gonna come all the way down here. You meanwhile, we're gonna move you here. Perfect. We can take this army off raiding. Go ahead, attack Uburzis. It's quite an easy auto-resolve, but let's hop into our first battle over here. And what we are going to do is we're actually going to have a look at our new units. Needs a little bit higher. Okay, so definitely we'll do that in the battlefield. No scope. So I just am so rusty at the game right now, so I'm playing it a little bit slow, and bear with me guys. But what I am going to do is, I'm probably going to be quite rusty in the battle as well. Especially with, arranging my units. But let's quickly do that. Get the general up and there. We want these units over here. Cavalry on the left and right. We don't have a full force of cavalry. Skirmishers. And we have these guys. Get them here. Another spearman. Get these guys like this. Okay, perfect. Move them up ahead. And these spearmen can be a little bit narrower. Perfect. Get our archers behind. Alright. And now what we need is our reserve troops. Gonna get them here. Okay, perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, not too bad. Definitely a lot slower, but not bad at all. Let's get these guys on this flank. Okay. Finally, we want to get our skirmishers all the way behind. Get our baggage train all the way behind as well. Cavalry on the left and right flank, as well as our general. Let's get him on that right flank. Start the battle. Quickly move up. With the exception, of course, of these guys. And let's have a look at the new units, the Naked Warriors. They are Naked Warriors. However, of course, I am playing with, without the mod that actually makes them completely naked. That is a mod created by Semen, and I actually helped him create the model for the for the genitalia. Hololive, welcome to the live stream. Have you created a no spear army yet? Not yet, Hololive. I'm incredibly sorry about that. And the reason being is that, I don't have funds to create yet another army. But the 5th army will definitely be a melee-only army. Alright, slowly. I just forgot how beautiful Rome 2 looks in comparison to Attila. It's just absolutely magnificent. And to be fair, I have really spent a lot of time getting the perfect blend of all submods as well as reshade settings in order to get the best possible graphical effects. And just look at the enemy position. It's so nice and defendable. We're gonna run into position, quickly just play the battle. Get our cavalry. One thing I like about Attila is that if you hold down the shift key and basically just drag your unit, it will move in that specific way. However, in Rome 2, you have to keep hitting the shift in that sense. Keep holding the shift and keep issuing orders. And get these guys to kind of get in both sides. Meanwhile, just get these guys into phalanx formation. These guys can come a little bit behind. Alright, let's move real quick over there. Get them in that narrow formation. Perfect. Let's get our skirmishers around.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Perfect. And actually, you know what? The enemy advantage is going to turn out to be their disadvantage because I'm going to charge downhill against them.
The battle is
Right.
turning in our favor.
Get these guys up here. Perfect. And let's get these guys over here. Perfect. Alright, let's charge. Let's have a look at the charge. Since I'm a bit rusty in the game, you guys are going to see a lot more cinematics from me. Because one of the biggest mistakes a lot of players do is that they actually enjoy the battles. I mean, it is a give and take, definitely. So you're gonna have to, you know, if you focus too much on one thing, you might lose track of what's going on in the battle. Meanwhile, let's just charge all their missiles. These guys are doing quite good. I mean, their fear effect has already made these guys kind of rout. And of course, we are charging in all directions. Our Reme Maripos cavalry is the best cavalry possible in the Western Hemisphere. And just look at that charge, massive charge. Quickly get all of our cavalry out of there. Get these naked swords back over there. These javelins are nearly done. These naked swords can charge over there. These units are done. Get the general over here. And we can inspire everyone. Pull out, come on. Naked warriors done a good job. These naked warriors are extremely powerful. They can just so easily deal with the enemy. And we want all of our archers to hit this general in the back, since he is interested in attacking us. Meanwhile, we can just keep moving our cavalry behind. And now that the general has engaged us, we can charge back into the general. This is going to be a crazy charge. Yeah, absolutely demolished. There we go. Perfect. And we want to pull back again. And with that, we have won the battle. Very easy victory. However, as you can see, I'm pretty rusty. So I could have definitely done some things better. However, it's a decisive victory nonetheless. We lost around 219 units, which is typically what I tend to lose when fighting an actual army and not a garrison. But not a bad result at the end of the day, so I'm not too unhappy. Fantastic. So surely and certainly we are shoring up our defenses along the Rhine. What we are going to do is we are going to release the faction over here. We have no interest in conquering this region, so let's go ahead and liberate. Fantastic. And now we have an ally over there. We're going to move back towards our provinces, which will give us a bit of breathing time, so we can come all the way towards Aquitania in order to hire the better Reme Maripos cavalry. Let's get that army upkeep cost for sure. Campaign range movement is also quite good. However, we definitely want to get this. Alright. Okay, there's a quick way of knowing. Yes, I haven't activated the Timbe trade region submod, unfortunately. So that's going to be a problem, but we are going to activate it in the next episode, of course. Alright, with that, I think might be done for this turn. However, oh, we have another army over here. Didn't even notice that. Wow, okay, so we do have the 5th army. And don't forget, you can replace your skirmishers with better ones. Yes, I absolutely can. However, you know, the skirmishers, for me, personally speaking, it's all about cost versus benefit. So, you know, the better version of the skirmishers, if we can go over here, these skirmishers, they are really good because they have good melee attack, good melee defense as well. So they're more of a hybrid unit. However, they do come from that 2nd class population. So they do come from the Pagi. Whereas the skirmishers I have right now come from the Civitate class. So they are definitely better. Alright, let's get some more of these guys. Even the research building gives me access to the Belgian Cavaros, so that's good. I want to slowly but surely move this guy. I mean, Rome is protecting that flank, so I'm going to keep moving this guy as well towards Nemesis. The public order is pretty decent over there. Let's have a quick look at the public order elsewhere. Britannia for sure. Definitely want to improve that public order. And we can level up the wife of our character. We can use this character because she has a lot of gravitas. Praise her as well as do her a favor to improve her zeal as well as her cunning. And give her a bit more zeal, some gravitas gaining abilities, and some authority as well. And let's go ahead and end the turn. It's almost 2 AM for me, no scope. I'll go to sleep. Don't forget to up the game volume. Love your videos. Thank you. Thank you very much, no scope. Have a good night. And thank you for reminding me to increase the game volume. Military access. Who's asking me for military access? Roma. That's fine. We'll keep you on our good books. And gonna keep spamming the escape key so that I can increase the volume of the game. And oh, I just have to be patient. Okay, there we go. Sound. Let's slightly increase the sound. There we go. Okay, hopefully that's a lot better. Trade agreement with the Massalians. Nope, not interested. Definitely not interested. And trade agreement with you. You'll pay me for it. That's fantastic. Let's actually keep you in trade agreement. I could call them in to fight a war against the Suebii, but they will lose resoundingly. So it's better to not call them into the war. Just use them as a buffer zone. I mean, if the Suebii decide to declare war against them, then there's nothing much I can do about that. But as much as I can, let's just avoid it. Gallia is gonna have a rebellion. Let's actually move this army across. Move this army into Gallia as well. What we can do is actually patrol stance. That should improve the public order a little bit. But we're still going to get that rebellion. There's no way to avoid it. But it could be actually a slave rebellion, which I do not like. Let us actually improve the public order of Gallia. Perfect. Okay, so now we're gaining a little bit of public order. Meanwhile, this character over here can also make his way back towards Nemesis. This guy over here, have we finished building that library? We haven't. Let's move towards Visontio. Hire a couple more of those Belgic Cavalros. Perfect. What's going on? Why do I have so many spearmen? Oh, it's the Pagi class. I really intended to disband them so that I can get some more Pagi class here. There we go. Perfect. Right. Quick look at all of our provinces. Select the next one. Right. Okay, we're just gonna stay put. Perfect. Let's have a look at our politics. Improve the zeal as well as the authority of this character. And then we can even start sending her on leisure time to improve her cunning. There we go. Perfect. Could really, you know, do with the wiping out of the Caledonoi. Rome wants a gift. They actually like us a lot. And you know what? It doesn't hurt to give them a gift, really. Because giving them a gift would actually mean that Herostratus, sorry, I butchered your name. Hello lads, hello Summary, aka Total War Giga Chad. I've been demoted from Giga Chad to Chad because I'm a bit rusty with Rome 2 Total War. But of course, I am getting my bearings. It has been a while since I have played the game. I have been busy off lately in real life. And whatever time I find to myself, I actually end up playing Medieval Kingdoms 1280, and I've gotten pretty decent at the game, if I should say so myself. And definitely would like to be featuring some of that content on this channel, so hopefully you guys will enjoy that. I really recommend you guys try out the Medieval Kingdoms 1280 mod for Attila Total War if you have the game. And if you don't have the game, then you can definitely get it during a Steam sale. But let's quickly move you towards here. Meanwhile, this province has built up, which means I definitely want to build a slave trader, because that will help with the public order quite a bit. I definitely need slave traders over here. Alright, meanwhile this guy, move you down towards Lemonum. Keep moving you towards Lemonum. You have reached, which is great. We are going to disband all of our cavalry. Quick look over here. We just have 3 more turns. And since there's no actual need for this cavalry, let's just go ahead and disband them. Go ahead, put you on patrol stance. Improve the public order as well using the political actions. Hold up. I want to improve my influence, so definitely don't want to keep doing it with these guys. So what I can do is actually do it with my own characters to give them a bit more gravitas. And let's go ahead and improve the zeal, authority, the regular stuff that we do between turns. And send her on a leisure for that. Perfect. Meanwhile, this character can keep moving as well.
To your duty, my warriors.
And since we have a bunch of Pagi, you know what? I'm not in the mood of consuming my Pagi class. So I'm just going to move my armies all the way down over there. Try to build up, and this one has improved as well, so let us actually get a research building over there, because we could really do with the extra research rate. Meanwhile, the Romans, let's quickly move these characters up over here. Perfect. Alright, a little bit of a slow game. I mean, this episode so far, because of course we were attacked by and these guys are going to keep asking for payments. And I don't mind doing it because, you know, I just want to keep them in my good books. Until I deal with, of course, the Germans, and then we will attack the Romans. I would say we're pretty much a regional power as far as that is concerned, and we are a regional power in the north. However, Rome is definitely the superpower. They own all of Italia, pretty much almost all of Iberia, all of northern Africa, including the former Carthaginian territories, and by the looks of it, they might even own the Hellenic mainland, so they're not going to be an easy faction to face off against, but luckily for us, we have a lot of choke points. Roma can only attack us through Iberia and through Italia, and they are both peninsulas, which gives us a little bit of an advantage in defending those territories. Okay, let us quickly move our armies.
Honor the gods and your ancestors.
Right, I just want to attack this guy.
Strike them down.
And he's going to stay far away from me. We're going to come and move more of our cavalry down over here. Disband them. And this spot over here between Cenabum and Bibracte is also Lemonum. So we can go ahead and just keep disbanding our cavalry over there as well. And just look at that. We get 3 gold chevron guys. And their charge bonus is 75. So if we just compare that with our other Reme Maripos cavalry, you can see the charge bonus is at 52. So that's a massive, massive increase. And it's going to get better because we're just going to wait for 2 more turns before we can do this.
God is mother to us all.
Perfect. Alright, so armies are all in place. Everything else seems to be in place. Public order is on the rise, so that is good. Meanwhile, we can just engage a little bit more in politics. Okay, we cannot improve our authority with the exception, of course, we want to keep educating some characters as well. But we also want to improve the authority of that character. So let's do her a favor. She should now have 10 authority, which is quite good. And we can send her on leisure. Do you happen to have a mod list? John McHugh. Yes, I do. If you actually go to my Parthian series, you will see the mod list. And pretty much that is the mod list that I am using. So I would recommend just go to my Parthian series and have a look at the mod list over there. Public order, let's get that public order. Definitely need that. And since some characters have leveled up, we might be able to promote some characters. Definitely gives more tax rate. Let's do that. Meanwhile, we might have... Let's get familiar with the colors. The grey color is our color, the Nervii color. So this character... I do believe we have some governor generals that are family members. So we also want to promote them in order to get some benefits. There we go. Okay, that's one. And that's another. Okay, perfect. So just click on this icon. Go ahead, promote him. We can promote him again. It's not going to cost us too much. I do recommend doing political actions only once per turn, and that is because they get exponentially more expensive. But of course I have been ignoring this, so I am just going to spam it. And as far as our treasury is concerned, we're looking quite decent. Let's go ahead and end the turn. Right. Okay, our dignitaries. I was going to move our dignitaries back towards our own province since I have forgot to turn on the Timbe trade region submod. So our dignitaries won't be much use in, gaining provinces of our allies. So what I am actually going to do for this episode is pretty much use our dignitaries to help with the public order as well as cultural conversion of our own provinces. And Narbonensis has some slow cultural conversion, so we definitely want to move them towards Narbonensis. Meanwhile, the other dignitary can stay in Raetia et Noricum. Just another couple of turns. I'm really excited for, of course, having a bunch of crazy good cavalry. Roma, oh whoops, wrong stream. Ah, you thought it would be the Rise of the Republic submod. Yes, I will be live streaming that as well. I will be doing a lot more live streaming. I know the viewership on the live stream is a lot less than, of course, my Roman Let's Play series. However, I am really not able to do that for now because... Okay, let's move this guy towards Burdigala. You can move towards Nemesis. That will help a lot with the public order because I am playing with the no public order garrison submod. Meanwhile, we can move you over here. Very quickly, you will get a lot of public order. Meanwhile, you can stay over here and patrol. That should give quite a lot of public order. Quickly attack this army. He's going to retreat. Excellent. Perfect. And go ahead. Meanwhile, we have make a sacrifice. Okay. Perfect. Next up, we want our faction leader to keep educating children. Remember, only once per turn. And of course, the loyalty of these guys have gone down a little bit due to our political actions. However, there's nothing much to be afraid of. We are in a pretty good position. Right. And we can keep doing the public order actions. Britannia, wow, you are really close to a rebellion. So let's improve the public order over there in Britannia. And you still have a lot of public order issues, despite having this temple. Now this temple can hit 12 public order per turn if I research this over there, and that's quite a while away. However, nothing much I can do about that. Just hope that some characters level up and I can get some abilities that will help with the public order in my economic provinces. Meanwhile, let's not forget to move our dignitaries back. You, meanwhile, you can move all the way towards Massalia. Spy up over there. We should have another spy over here. We're going to move him towards Flavum. Excellent. And in the next turn, we should be able to recruit the Reme Maripos cavalry. They should be insane. They come with a default of 52 charge bonus, but now they have 75, and the next turn that might even be 80. We shall wait and see. So actually, due to a lot of neglect of lately, the issue that I was facing was my health really deteriorated, and I'm a guy who likes to work out, and I do recommend working out for every one of you actually, because it is super important. I mean, some of the things gamers tend to neglect is their health, and you definitely want to stay in shape. Dedicate at least 1 hour of the day towards yourself, your body, because without good health, you pretty much can lose a lot of things in life. So stay safe, stay healthy. That's what I would say to all of you. Anyways, now it is time to recruit the Reme Maripos. 72. That's interesting. Didn't really increase all that much. It's 72, but that's still pretty good. Let's go ahead, recruit up a lot of our Reme Maripos cavalry. Fantastic. Meanwhile, you can shift the burden by recruiting in Nemesis. And you can recruit up over here. Definitely don't want to get one of you. And we don't want to get one of you. We want to stay at a 40 stack. And you can also recruit up the Reme Maripos as well. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's a bit too many Reme Maripos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. So I am missing some units. So I'll have to figure out which ones those are. Meanwhile, this looks to be fine. This also looks to be fine. You look to be fine. And I like to keep my army compositions more or less the same, so definitely have to consider that. Right, I think the perfect army is, of course, this army over here. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 spearmen. And I think we have just 8 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, we have 10. So what are we missing? We're missing 2 units.
For the tribe!
Okay, I'm gonna have to figure that out.
Warriors all.
Okay, we're definitely missing a baggage train. And this is kind of like the problem when you play with really huge armies, is that it's really hard to maintain your army composition without messing things up between the different armies. So these 3 armies are good. This army definitely is missing one of these guys. And we'll have to figure out where exactly.
Ready for battle.
1, 2, 3, 4. 2 of these guys. I have 4 of these, 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of these guys and 4 of these guys.
Warriors all.
We need 2 of these. 4 of these. Alright, I'll figure it out as we go. Get a spy up over there. I want to be really quick with the recruitment. And the recruitment speed is really good because, of course, as long as I'm recruiting, I really can't move my armies across. And, you know, that is definitely going to be a problem by making the stream a little bit slower than what we would like to have. We'd like to have an action-packed stream. However, this is a nice way to get back into the game. It's a little bit slow, so it's a little bit my pace. And definitely, you know, I can use this time to gain some experience or regain my experience back again. And in the next episode, for sure, we will be attacking the Romans. And, you know, things should be pretty much very action-packed by then. And don't worry, Hololive, I will get a melee-only army when I do that. Of course, there will be cavalry, archers and other things, but not a spear-based army for sure. Since you have requested that, so definitely we'll try that. And it will be played in a very different playstyle than, of course, your typical phalanx type unit. Slave revolt imminent.
I am a sage of the forest.
Oof, that is kind of tough. Let's have a look at our taxation. I can drop it. That should help with the public order a little bit. And what's going on? Okay. This character can get a final zeal. I can also send this character to improve the public order in Gallia. And send her to get some cunning as well. Meanwhile, our faction leader can keep educating some characters. We have about 3 more children we can educate. Let's go ahead and do that. Meanwhile, this unit over here is almost done.
Thirsty for battle.
Oh, yes, let's get that baggage train for you since we know you need it. That should make it a lot easier to understand which unit we are missing out on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we're missing out 1 more Reme Maripos cavalry, so let's get that. So now this army is full. That's great. And this army is can also get a baggage train. Get that baggage train. And even the baggage train gets 3 gold chevrons. That's crazy. And then we have 2 more units, which is 1 of these swords unit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And a spear unit. So that's perfect. Alright, this army is ready. So let's move him towards Atuatica. We are going to cross the Rhine and attack Flavum. Meanwhile, our next army over here will be ready in the next turn. So recruitment wise, each turn we are able to recruit an army. So in 3 turns, we'll get these guys done.
Ready for battle.
Meanwhile, what we want is to deselect all of these units. Because I want it in the 4th turn, or in the 3rd turn, this guy to be done. And we are going to not recruit that baggage train.
I live to
Meanwhile,
serve the people of
we
God.
can restack these units over here. And now we have a more clean or a more clearly organized recruitment order. So that is definitely much better. We will be able to get our armies out in a better fashion in this way. Right. Can we build any buildings? Okay, we can upgrade these as well as these. Get some more resources. And the growth rate, definitely want the maximum growth rate in Eboracon. And it is finally Celtic culture, so that is also good. Go ahead, end the turn. How many turns are you in, Joe Tromp? I have no idea, but I will let you know. I mean, it should be somewhere around the 100 mark, if I'm not mistaken, because we have the NATO's reforms and they have fired. So definitely somewhere around the 100 mark. Ben McMurtry. Hey, summary is... It is worthwhile to educate daughters as a faction which can't use them as generals like Roma. Yes, Ben. Firstly, welcome to the live stream. And yeah, definitely it's worth it because they do get some better attributes when they come of age. So it's definitely worth, educating all of your children as much as you can. Because female characters, even if they can't be generals, they are very important to your factions as they are the political backbone actually of your faction, which is kind of funny because I mean, historically speaking, women didn't have much of a say in politics, but of course you do have some notable female politicians in history, especially in the Roman Empire, but they weren't really in the forefront of things. So all right, these Germans trying to do a invade us like the Anglo-Saxons kind of did much later on. Let's quickly move that army over there. Meanwhile, second army over here should be done. We're gonna get you to cross. Yeah, we're gonna get a cross over there, cross the Rhine. Meanwhile, this army will be done in the next turn, so that's great. As well as this guy. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. So very quickly we managed to build up, and this army will be ready in the next turn. So I'm really liking the speed of recruitment, which is one of the other reasons why I like to stack military recruitment buildings. As you can see, the horse ranch gives a +1 army recruitment capacity, so definitely means that you will be able to pump out your armies a lot faster. However, that being said and done, let us quickly improve the public order in Britannia, because we really need to prevent that rebellion from happening, and it is going to happen. Nothing much we can do about that. Oof, our sanitation's also looking absolutely horrible. Alright, we will have another army to march back up north into Britannia in order to deal with those problems. However, for now, I think I'm happy with this turn. Just want to send this character on leisure time, level up her cunning, go ahead and end the turn very quickly. We might have some characters to level up. So let's have a quick look over here. Nope, none of the characters. Let's go ahead and end the turn. And what a pity, we are just one turn away from getting that extra public order, and it is a slave uprising, so that is actually pretty horrible. Slave uprising is a lot worse, and this is one of the downsides of playing a slave-focused economy, is that you can end up getting slave uprisings, and slave uprisings are pretty brutal because they start off as a full stack. However, it completely wipes out the public order penalties in just a single turn. So that is definitely a good thing. But of course, having a full stack means you're going to be in a lot of trouble. If they are near a settlement that doesn't have a sizable garrison to counter the, the slaves that are outside. And, well, Camalodunum is looking pretty good, but it is a 41 stack. And there we go. That is the problem with the slave rebellion, really. And, just like that, we kind of lose Camalodunum. I don't really like that because we have a character in the settlement. I have to auto-resolve this. There's no way I'm going to be able to fight this. And slaves are going to capture Camalodunum. No, they just raid it. Interesting choice by the slaves. Peace treaty. Honorable death. The political faction's gonna hate me because they kind of died. Yeah, they kind of hate me. But they are the Council of Chieftains. Female character, that's interesting. Do I have this over here? Will give experience to newly recruited generals, so I don't want to do that just yet. Let's just get this guy married. Meanwhile, we are going to move our army, one of our armies back up north over there. The other one keep moving towards Flevum. I'm gonna ignore the slave. I mean, they could take Camalodunum. I'm just gonna ignore them for now. The priority is to kind of deal with the Germans once and for all, so that we will not have much of a problem in the future dealing with them. Let's have a quick look at all of our provinces. Everything seems to be fine. I'm pretty happy with that. Gallia. Right, let's get that slave trader up and running. Even improve this, even though that's going to give even more public order issues, but I'm not too concerned now. Gallia seems to be finally under control. Meanwhile, we can send this character on leisure in politics. As far as that is concerned, let us also educate some children. Okay. In the turn, once the rebellion happened, let it stay until all the negative public order is gone. Hello, Sam. Welcome to the live stream. Glad to have you with us. Anyways, back to Hololive. Once the rebellion happens, let it stay. Yes, that is if a rebellion happens, but if a slave revolt happens, then you pretty much get that full stack in one turn, which is pretty brutal. Anyways, I did miss out on money and what he said. I noticed in my games with normal sized armies, if you have an army 3/4 units, the slaves don't attack and sit there. Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes slaves just sit there. It's all about the perception of weakness. So if they perceive that your garrison is weak, then they are definitely going to attack. Like they did attack Camalodunum. And there is a little bit of a problem. The Germans are on the sea, so they might attack Camalodunum as well. And that's a little bit annoying, to say the least. But thankfully they didn't attack. Let's have a look at what these slaves are up to now. Are they just going to keep... Okay, so seems like they are happy with the attack on Camlodonan. They're just going to leave it like that for now, which gives me enough time to get across the channel. We're going to come back up over there. Meanwhile, move you towards Flevum. Perfect. You, on the other hand, come all the way over here. Quick look at the chatty eye. They are at war against the Swaby. Alright. Meanwhile, this unit over here is done. So we can move you towards Visontio, in which you can get another one of these units, one more of those. I'm gonna go ahead, disband all of these units and get these. I forgot to replace these units over here. Okay, no, you are fine, so that's kind of good. Okay, perfect. But I don't think I replaced you in this army. Yep, I forgot to do that. However, we can do that once we come back towards Belgium. Alright. Next up, everything over here seems to be fine. And this army, in the next turn when it reaches Nemetus Senna, will recruit up that as well. So let us actually remove these two units for now. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. Okay, perfect. Quick look at all of our provinces. Could have fought it for the stream. Oh, damn, yeah, could have. Absolutely, but it is a lost cause. Definitely. There's no chance you can beat a 40 stack with a very meager garrison. However, they do seem to be a lot weak, so if they do decide to attack it again, then for sure I will stand and fight. However, my garrison is also weak. Let's go ahead and end the turn, but before we do that, once again we are going to educate some characters real quick. And one of our characters is leveled up. Hopefully it's a governor. Wonderful. That's what I need. Improve the public order. And since a governor has leveled up, which means I can level him up over here as well. Perfect. And economy wise, we're doing quite well. Not too bad. Gallia is making quite a lot of money. Britannia is a little bit on the lower side. However, things will improve once I get the public order under control. Yeah, DEI with normal size, the slaves will rarely attack.
Rome knows that.
Damn, Rome. Okay, I can see more of you now. So you have Athens and you do have Larissa. So that is... It's not too bad. I mean, you don't own the entirety of Greece. What I don't want is for Rome to expand northward into Germania. I really hate it when... since I have OCD, I really hate it when, you know, armies kind of create a weird looking empire. I would really prefer if the Romans actually wipe out the Iberian factions, maybe the remaining factions of Greece, and of course they do have the Gaetuli as well, down south in Mauritania. Alright, now what we can hope for is we have one army in Flavum, in the territory of Flavum. So definitely it could be winter next turn, and it is going to be winter next turn because it is autumn. I can tell by looking at the trees, and of course all of these falling leaves. But let's hope it's not a brutal winter, because if it is, then we'll end up losing a bunch of men. We can't really reach Flavum, so we might as well just get as close as possible, start raiding. We're kind of very low on the cash, surprisingly. Okay, meanwhile this guy move up towards Iliobona. You're not going to make it into this province, so let's just get couple of these guys over here. Fill out this army.
For battle.
You have 2 baggage trains for some reason. Okay. We're missing 1 unit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need another one of you. Perfect. Meanwhile, this army is also almost done. And you don't really need to sit in the settlement. What we can do is start moving him as well, since we can actually just recruit on the move.
There is no finer ending.
Get some replenishment. Lock that. Meanwhile, some experience. Yes, some more experience, I guess. Wonderful. Another character, our dignitary over here. Improve that. Get the food and the growth rate. And we have our dignitary back here, so he can continue to improve Massalia. Quick look at all of our provinces. Seems to be good. Alright. Let's go ahead and end the turn. And in the next turn, we should be able to finally create that border with the Rhineland. And we might have a little bit of time left over to actually even declare war against Roma. So we are going to do that in this episode if we manage to liberate both Flavum as well as Tulifurdum, which are the 2 provinces in Germania Magna. So I'm gonna have a look to see if I actually need to own those provinces for my victory condition. I mean, if I do need to own those provinces, then I don't know if I should just outright conquer it or just, you know, maintain my defensive border at the Rhine. Of course, the Suebi have a huge stack over there. And they're gonna wipe out the Chatty because the Chatty was stupid enough to, you know, abandon their settlement, for sure. So let's actually get across towards Tulifurdum. Meanwhile, you can get out of your aggressive stance. You're not going to reach Flavum, so might as well just move you up, inch you a little bit closer, keep raiding. Meanwhile, you can move all the way over here. And we are going to get rid of these guys and get the Belgian cavalry. Yep, perfect. Well, this army is also almost done, so we can move him up towards Uburzis. And we had another army over here, perfect. We can keep moving you as well towards Uburzis. Because that is going to be the flashpoint very soon, because we have a huge German army over there, so it's not going to be a surprise whatsoever. Meanwhile, we can just get this guy reinstated. Council of Chieftain, reinstate as the Elder of Camalodunum. Put you in over there. That's great. Give you some traits that will improve the public order if there are. Alright, trade tariffs. Nothing much else, I mean. Oh, that is interesting. This guy. Sword units, perfect. Don't need the armor. Okay, perfect. With that, I think we can have a quick look at politics once again. Everything seems to be fine. We can keep improving the public order of Britannia. Aquitania is on the decline again, and that's because we have no more armies garrisoned, but as you can see, it's a lot better right now. We're losing only 2 public order per turn, and that's something I can actually live with. Let's go ahead, end the turn, and in the next turn we will be able to finally create a good defensive border against the Germans. Of course, they're going to take Uburzes, and that's going to be a little bit problematic, because we are going to have to take over the settlement once again. Roma, 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 what are you doing? Clearly, I'm paying you a lot, so you shouldn't be upset with me. You should have really good relationships with me, actually. Ugh, and now they're creating even worse borders. They have just captured, I believe, Pingidun. We're quickly gonna create a poll, just an interesting poll. Should I liberate the Greeks from Roman tyranny? Or should I... Wait. Fate of the Greeks. Let's just call that the poll. Alright, here we are on the next turn. Fate of the Greeks. Should I liberate the Greeks? Should I be the new tyrant? Okay, let's go ahead and let you guys vote on, of course, the outcome over there. Meanwhile, let's go ahead, attack Tolifurdum. And we can attack Flevum. Okay, fantastic. Meanwhile, this army can get across now. And in the next turn, you can attack that army. Meanwhile, this army can march all the way up there. If I come here, I can create a defensive barrier. So what I am going to do is I'm just going to auto-resolve these two battles. I mean, 85% is pretty good. I could fight it, but you know, I hate siege wall settlements. So let's just go ahead and do that, and we can go ahead and liberate these guys. We have another bunch of Germans that are friendly with us. Meanwhile, we can march this army back towards Treverorum. Get all the way over there. And we are going to auto-resolve over here as well. Quickly release Flevum as well. Fantastic. And we can march you back towards Atuatuca. So that is quite good. So let's have a quick look. We can start to trade with these factions as well.
We will talk and then we will feed.
I'm not going to take money from you because in case you decide to attack the Suebi, you're going to need all the money you can possibly have in order to you know, build up your armies. However, some characters have leveled up. Over here, our dignitary has reached the final level. Nothing much to see over there. And now the public order is starting to kick in. Alright. Perfect. Quick look at this character. He can educate some characters. Let's go ahead, educate that character. He can educate another character, but we'll do that in the next turn because we want to space it out. Meanwhile, we can send our character to improve the public order in Gallia. Well, Gallia is increasing, so let's actually do it in Aquitania instead. And with that, we can go ahead, end the turn once more. And in the next turn, we should have, or in the end turn, we should have the Germans attacking us in our fortified position. So that will definitely be something good. And they conquered Naissos, not Singidun. So they have gotten a foothold in Thracia. Anyways, for those of you who are in the live stream, don't forget to like the video, and you know, that really helps with the algorithm. And, you know, I much appreciate it. And definitely, I don't use the algorithm. As most of you know, my channel isn't monetized. I don't do this for the money. I do it purely for the fun. However, it will allow more people to enjoy the streams as well as the content as well. And of course, the Germans actually retreat. These guys have attacked me again. Should I actually fight this? You know what? I'm not gonna fight it. It's just annoying. They're gonna probably just sack it again. London just keeps getting sacked. Oh god, and I keep losing political party member over there. Oh, they're gonna be really pissed off. But nothing to fear. In the next turn, we should be able to catch up to that army. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Who joined my enemy? Faction joins my enemies. Massalia, you want to fight me? That's fine. I don't care. While you get back towards Treverorum, you can get back towards Atuatica, start replenishing. The Germans actually... I don't need my spy over there. I can bring him back down as well. Alright, so the Germans are over here. Let's just move our other army forward. Meanwhile, this army over here can just wipe out that rebel faction once and for all. Yeah, you better run. It's a very easy auto-resolve because they're taking a lot of casualties. And we're gonna slave you. Once a slave, always a slave. And quick look at our politics, because of course this party is going to be quite disloyal towards us. And we can reinstate the legacy once again. And deploy you over there. Perfect. Gallia still improving in public order, which is good. All of our provinces seem to be fine. And Treverorum, perfect. Alright. We have another army somewhere, I believe. No? So we have 5 armies. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah. All of them are where they need to be. Champion has leveled up. Let's go ahead, give him some abilities. He's on the final level. Quick look at our... Alright, we have the max. As far as our... where is it? Imperium is concerned, we're halfway to Imperium level 5, so we will not be able to get any new armies for the moment. But soon enough we should be able to. Once we declare war against the Romans, we're gonna have a bunch of lightning attacks against them. And I think straight off the bat, what we want to do against the Romans is we want to stay defensive in Iberia, but go on the offensive in Italia, because Italia is a lot more narrower a peninsula, which means it's a lot more easier to conquer, as you can really control choke points in the peninsula, preventing the Romans from traveling freely across the length of Italia. So definitely Italia will be a prime target. Meanwhile, in Iberia, things are a little bit different. It's a bit more of a mountainous terrain, so it's not ideal. And finally, they're going for Lisipo. Finally, they're going for Lisipo. Alright. I mean, I don't need mercenaries. New plague outbreak. Alright, our influence is improving, which is good. Meanwhile, this guy is nearly done. Gonna move him towards Nemotocena, spread out that replenishment. Move you over here. You can stay in Britannia, I think, because kind of need you over there to help with the public order. Until the public order is resolved, I'll need you to stay in Britannia. Meanwhile, public order over here is looking very good, so we can kind of build up over there. Do not be afraid. Public order in Gallia is declining. But now what we can do is we can go ahead and have the last final battle against the Germans. Have a massive battle over here. It's going to be us versus their 40 stack. So we are just going to march up our secondary army as well. Get a spy somewhere down south further, because I'm pretty sure they had another army somewhere over here, and it's on the way back towards Kasurgis. Let's go ahead. I mean, it will be an easy auto resolve. It's about 86%, but of course we are running out of time for the episode and we haven't really fought a massive battle, so let's actually go ahead and fight this massive battle. They will most likely sally out. Quick save over here. They decide not to sally out, so it is going to be a city battle, and I really don't like city battles because it kind of ruins my frames per second with the 40 unit armies. However, it is what it is, and I'm pretty much going to fight the Germans in the settlement. They will have the advantage because of 3 units. These 3 units over here, they are pike units. Thankfully, they don't have a lot of armor and a lot of shield value, which means I can dedicate my javelins as well as my archers to keep firing at those units, because once I get rid of those units, then the other units are going to be quite easy for my own phalanx units to deal with, and of course the Nervii Maripos will come in clutch in this battle. Snow. Alright, let's go ahead, start our deployment, and very quickly just group up. Right, group 2, group 3, group 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, get our reserves. Alright, perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. Let's have a quick look at this settlement. Okay, I really can't see, but I think this is a good spot, and actually this is the best spot in this settlement. So what we are going to do is we're going to arrange our army over here. Group 2, group 7, you can spread out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. And you can be here, you can be here. I'm not facing the settlement, and that is because I will eventually face it. Get a cavalry over here, and here. And what else? Am I missing something? The general is in position. Okay, we got these guys, and of course our skirmishers. Kind of forgot them. Now we select our whole army, and we can turn them about. Perfect. So here we have a good amount of things. So let's just start the battle. Quickly keep marching up. These guys are going to come out, because if they do, that's ideal. And it seems like they are coming out, so that is of course amazing. Let's have a quick look at these spearmen. We have these guys over here. Where are the other ones? And we have the other 2 over here. Alright. Let us quickly get our army up ahead. Come on. And let's not wait. Let's instead just charge against these units real quick. We're going to begin the battle with an epic clash of our Nervii Maripos cavalry These guys are light cavalry, so they should take quite a lot of damage.
Warriors,
Meanwhile, our warriors can keep moving so that they don't throw their javelins. Quick select and shield wall all of our units. Our archers, meanwhile, want you to hit their pikemen. No, that's
We
not
have
the
discovered
unit.
The enemy's hidden units.
Where are you? Can't actually see you. A shield
Our
wall.
units has used all its ammunition.
Ah, can't really see anything. Alright. Let's move up our other cavalry on the left flank. Ooh, our cavalry over here
One of our
has
units has
kind
used
of
all its
gotten
ammunition.
into that spear wall. Just move back. Jesus. And let's move them behind, taking a bit of losses by just staying over there. And we can give them multiple commands. And just because I was trying to see really close as to where those pike units are. I think these are one of the pike units, so let's actually go ahead, hit that unit. And they are called, let's see over here, Cherusci pikemen there, definitely.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
victory for goal!
Okay, two of you can hit this unit over here. And proven spearmen,
Our hidden units have
light
been discovered.
spearmen. Alright, where are you? Cherusci pikemen. Okay, there we go. Make sure to toggle on that guard mode. Okay, cavalry managed to get out of there, not before taking a bit of casualties.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Oh, our front line's getting messed up over there.
What are we, brothers? They will bleed for
But this is the advantage of having reserve units. Get our cavalry to charge. You can charge here. Get out here. Get our javelin troops into the fray.
warriors!
Meanwhile, our cavalry can start charging into the backs of these units. Get our other horsemen out. Okay, group 3, come over here. You can go ahead, charge over here. Definitely this unit is going to get absolutely demolished in the charge. And as you can see, just look at that. Absolutely nothing they can do against such powerful Reme Maripos. And just look at the speed. We almost killed 100 in a matter of a couple of seconds.
Swords! Guard! Elite cavalry!
Okay, that's great.
Advance at speed!
Move our
One of our
cavalry
units has
around.
used all its ammunition.
Other cavalry can come here. Our phalanx front line is actually pretty weak, but we're gonna get our general up ahead in order to inspire them, I guess. Once again, we're gonna wipe out another. Alright, just stay, hold the line. Okay, group 4, pull you back. Sorry, group 3 back here. Group 4, we want to pull you back. Once again, get both of our axemen over here.
Units has used all its
I'm gonna
ammunition.
try to engage those units. Meanwhile, group 4, you can keep hunting down over there. Oof. Our spear units are really taking a lot of brunt of the damage despite being in phalanx mode. German pikes are just superior. Let's move our cavalry over here. Meanwhile, this cavalry. What do we have? Heavy melee. They are sword units, so we can just charge into this unit real quick. Keep charging. You meanwhile can hit this unit. We're gonna get some massive charges against these guys. Losing decisively, perfect. Nope, cavalry, come back here. Group 3. We want to hit you over here. Move group 3 back out. We can just click this archer. Alright, let's spread out. Okay. Get the spear unit over here.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
One more naked spear warrior or spearman is running. Pretty brutal battle, I'm not gonna lie. The Germans are pretty tough. Let's see our reserves. Want to move into. Keep supporting our front lines. Meanwhile, our cavalry over here in the back have pretty much done routing out the enemy unit. Let's quickly take out this missile unit as well. Okay, we're gonna group our cavalry into a group and we're gonna charge into the backs of these units. Hopefully we can rout out this flank.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Meanwhile, group 3, you can come over here. Swordsmen can also charge over there. General, inspire. Okay, big routes happening over here. I just want to charge back into this light melee unit. There we go. Perfect. And while this cavalry can charge into the general. General can inspire the entire front line. We have a gap over here, so let's use our swordsmen to exploit that. Yep, and very soon we're going to win the battle, especially if we kill their general. Take 2 of our horsemen, get them out and around. Use our own general to keep chasing down the enemy. Right, we're nearly done with this battle. Pretty gruesome battle, but alright. Get our swordsmen over here. Keep charging against that unit. Very messy situation. Group 3, you're done good. Go ahead, make sure you rout some of these units.
The battle is turning in our favor. Warriors.
Go ahead, keep charging into the backs of these units, and these units should rout quickly, which is great. Okay, perfect. pull our noble horsemen out of there.
Cavalry! Elite cavalry!
Okay, this cavalry is done.
Ready! Swords! Elite cavalry!
And charging into the back of this phalanx unit is going to be extremely powerful with the Reme Maripos, of course. But they are so exhausted. Just look at them. Beautiful looking unit. Really liking the new unit card, however. And boom, there we go. Big charge. With that, we have won the battle. First and only massive battle. Pretty decisive victory, but as you can tell, pretty rusty, to say the least. And of course, those units did cause a lot of damage, as you can see. 250, 240, 145. The remainder of the units weren't that powerful. So of course, those units kind of dealt with our own front line really, really effectively. And short pike units they are, so they are really, really good. And it's one of the favorite units of the Suebos, personally. However, we have defeated an entire Suebo stack. We are going to go ahead and liberate the Chatty once again. And we're going to move back towards Vesontio.
Finding shelter. Gaul is mother to us
Alright,
all.
perfect. With that, we can resume our trade agreement with the Chatty.
The gods.
And now, perhaps we
I
can
have
peace
little
out.
gain in wait.
And they are not interested.
I am sure you have many pleasantries for me.
Alright, I don't really care even if you're not interested in a peace, because I have a very good defensive region over here. And you are just down to a couple more provinces, which means, you know, now the AI should be able to do a lot better, especially up here in the north in Alabu, where you will be undefended and you have to deal with two AI allies of mine, who I could actually call
We
into
have
the war
need of
right now.
talk, I'm
Join the war
sure.
against the
We
Suebos.
also need good food.
Alright, you want some payment? That's fine,
Ye
I'll give it to you.
There's a good
You can
pork
also join the
roasting
war
for you,
against the
and better
Suebos.
ale and mead.
Fantastic.
Excellent.
Wonderful.
My people will
The Chatty Eye, we're going to
be
leave you
handsomely
just
because
as
of
is
news.
for the time being, so that you don't get taken out once again. And with that, I think I am ready to take the fight onto Roma in the next episode. And it's going to be very interesting how exactly we deal with Roma. And that is because Roma is absolutely powerful. As you can see, pretty much own the entire southwestern Mediterranean region. The goal would be to, of course, take Norea. That will be the first target. After that, we want to capture Cisalpina as quickly as possible, thereby limiting Rome's approach by just two narrow pathways that come via these roads towards Genoa as well as Patavium. Meanwhile, up here in the north, we want to keep an army in Burdigala as well as one army at least in Narbo. Or if we do not have two armies in the region, what we can do is have a single army in the middle in Tolosa, so that we can quickly move towards Burdigala or Narbo should the need arise. And we're going to prevent a lot of Romans from trying to break or make a breakthrough into Gallia, so that'll be really interesting. And they're going to throw stack after stack into this area, so we will really have to defend over here. With the remaining three armies, we are going to try to conquer into Italia. And once we conquer Italia and even Sicilia, then we have a really strong position against the Romans. What we could do is just march across into Apollonia and pretty much start conquering Greece, as most of you have voted for me to be the new tyrants of the Hellenic Spear. However, that being said and done, I think I am done with this episode, as it has been 2 hours. And I will see you all in the next episode. And I thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And if you liked the video, then like the video. And don't forget to subscribe if you are interested for more peace and love.